Hello, my name is Anaya. I am from Bangalore. When I was 21 years old, I got married. It was an arranged marriage chosen by my parents. My husband's name was Arjun. He was a quiet man, polite and respectful. But his mother, Mrs. Kamla, never liked me. She didn't want me to be part of their family from the beginning. I was a simple girl. I did not wear expensive clothes. I cooked food with love. I cleaned the house. I touched her feet every morning. I respected everyone in the family. I even loved her like my own mother. But she never smiled at me. Not even once. Her eyes were cold. Her words were full of anger and bitterness. No matter how hard I tried, she only saw faults in me. I had a soft heart, but her house felt like a place with no warmth. After some months of marriage, I got pregnant. It was the happiest news for me. I started dreaming about the baby. I wanted to feel his little hands. I wanted to hear his first cry. I imagined what his smile would look like. But during the 7th month of my pregnancy, something terrible happened. One morning I felt sharp pain in my stomach. I cried out loud. I screamed. I was terrified. Arjun took me to the hospital. I was holding my belly with both hands, praying in my heart, "Please save my baby." But a few hours later the doctor came out. His face looked serious and sad. He sat beside me and said softly, "I'm sorry, the baby could not be saved." My world stopped. Everything became silent. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I couldn't even cry at first. My baby, my little one, was gone before I could even hold him once. After that, my body became weak, but my heart was even weaker. I stayed in my room, not talking to anyone. I didn't eat much. I just lay on the bed staring at the ceiling. One day, I heard my mother-in-law outside my door. She said loudly, "This girl is unlucky. She brought death into this house." Her words felt like a knife in my chest. I wanted someone to care for me. I needed a warm hug, a kind word, but I received only hate. My husband, Arjun, also changed. He stopped looking at me. He stopped asking if I was okay. He acted like I wasn't even there. One day he came to me and said something that broke me completely. He said, "Maybe you're just not meant to be a mother." That night, I cried alone for hours. I held my pillow and sobbed. I felt like my soul was crushed into pieces. I kept asking God, "Why me? What did I do wrong?" Months passed. I went to doctors. I took medicines. I followed all advice. I prayed every night. I hoped to become a mother again. But nothing worked. I still couldn't get pregnant. One evening, while we were having dinner, my mother-in-law shouted in front of everyone, "This girl will never give us a child. She is completely useless." Her words hit me like stones. I stood up, ran to my room, locked the door, and screamed into the pillow. I cried until I couldn't breathe. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. No one came to check on me. Not my husband, not anyone. I was truly alone. But the worst moment came later, a lie that destroyed my life. One day, my mother-in-law told Arjun, "She is seeing another man. That's why she doesn't want children." It was a complete lie. I had never even thought about another man, but Arjun believed her. He came to me with a cold face and said, "I want a divorce. Leave this house tonight." I stood there in shock. I couldn't believe my ears. I had no strength left to argue. I packed my bag with shaking hands. I looked around one last time. The house where I had once dreamed of raising a family, and then walked out. Just like that, I was thrown away. I rented a small room and found work in a library. I had no family nearby, no friends, no support. The world felt cold. Every day I moved like a shadow, quietly going to work and coming home. One afternoon, a man walked into the library. His name was Kabir. He asked for a book. He smiled, but when he looked at me closely, his smile faded. He saw the sadness in my eyes. He asked gently, "Are you okay?" I couldn't speak. I just shook my head, and tears came. He didn't ask anything else. He just gave me a warm look and left. But the next day, he came again, and the day after that. Slowly, he became a part of my days. He never asked too many questions. He just talked kindly. His voice became a comfort to my heart. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. I felt like a person again. Kabir was different. He didn't try to fix me. He didn't ask me to forget the past. He just sat beside me and respected my silence. Sometimes we talked. Sometimes we sat in silence. But even that silence felt peaceful. A year passed. One day Kabir held my hand and said, "I want to build a future with you. Will you marry me?" Tears filled my eyes. I said, "Yes." It was not just a yes to him. It was a yes to hope. 2 months after we got married, I felt a soft change in my body. I went to the doctor. When I came out of the clinic, I had tears in my eyes again, but this time, they were happy tears. I was pregnant. I was full of joy, but also afraid. I didn't want to lose again. But Kabir held me every night and said, "This time, everything will be okay." 9 months later, I gave birth. I was scared in the hospital bed, but Kabir never left my side. And then I heard a loud, beautiful cry, the cry of my baby. A baby boy. They gave him to me. I looked at his tiny fingers, his soft eyes. I held him and whispered, "You are my miracle." We named him Arav. Years passed like pages in a book. Arav grew fast. He was kind, smart, and full of love, just like Kabir. One day, his school called for a parent meeting. I held Arav's hand and walked into the office. There, sitting in the principal's chair, was Arjun, my ex-husband. His eyes widened. He looked at me, then at Arav. He stood up and asked, "Anaya?" I nodded. He looked at my son and asked, "Is he your child?" I held Arav close and said proudly, "Yes, he is my son." Arjun said nothing, but his eyes were full of tears. Maybe he remembered everything. Maybe he saw what he had lost. But I was no longer the broken woman he had once left. I was strong now. I was complete. Arav smiled and said, "Nice to meet you, sir." Arjun's hands trembled. The past had returned, but this time I had already won. People once called me barren. They said I was bad luck. They said I was broken. But today, I am a mother. I am a survivor. I am a woman with power. If you are still listening this, I want to say something to you. Your pain is real, but your strength is even more real. Never stop believing in hope. If this story touched your heart, please tell me in the comments. I read every word. If you ever felt alone or hurt, write "I still believe in hope" in the comments and show the world you are strong. Let's create a community where no woman feels alone ever again. Your comment might heal someone's heart today. Thank you for listening to my story.